So February 16th, 2021. I have, for the most part, replicated but also expanded upon that first session where I strongly felt the kundalini start its upward ascension. With my knowledge and experience, I was able to develop, it feels, my own breathing technique. I did this intuitively, but also expanding from the things I've already put into practice. These 3 meditations I was referencing, this is what I was doing, but each time making it better. Massive heat will be felt in hands and feet, mainly hands. The whole body heats up, and then, well, actually at the start, it takes a moment to get into I don't know what that says. It takes a moment to get into some and gets things going. But every time I will see behind my closed eyes a blue circle light, it will get to its strongest strength, then it goes away, then the heat increases, then the heart rate picks up, then kundalini comes up on the in-breath into my heart. Now all that happens, but let me tell you, last night my session was much more intense. Everything was more intense because I am perfecting the technique every time, but also I don't know, I am at and have been at the beginning of the ascension. It'll get stronger every time. Last night was insane. Everything intensified. This time the circle light became triangle. The heat was powerful. My heart was beating extremely fast, even though I was probably breathing 1 breath per minute. This time it took a second, this time it seemed as though the energy was definitely starting to reach my crown, because I could feel it. I was going to have an orgasm. I knew I was. Every in-breath was bringing me closer to the absolute inner explosion of orgasmic energy. Every out-breath, it's not just one out-breath every time. Every one of them out-breath. Oh, so I think I was saying on every out-breath is bringing me closer. Anyway, I push out more and more. Yeah, right. Every out-breath I push out more and more. It gets stronger and stronger. Like I push out more and more air on the out-breath. And every time I push out more and more, I actually squeeze deeper and deeper on the lower abdomen. Eventually, you reach a point of deepness where you're squeezing into the perineum and the balls, activating the release of the life force sperm kundalini to travel up once you take your in-breath, while still squeezing perineum at beginning of in-breath, and sometimes without holding it. Either or you still get results, but I'm currently expanding on squeezing it on in-breath now. I was going to orgasm, and the energy was going to explode inside of me. I was going to experience God knows what, but it was getting so intense. Fear was creeping onto me because it was so intense. So I didn't So I don't know, I stopped, but tonight we shall see what I will for myself. So I stopped the breathing because it was too intense and I was afraid. This is interesting. Now a few nights ago, I also had a wet dream because I drank some water late, causing downward energy flow. That's why it's terrible to consume anything late, especially solid food. You will have wet dreams, but thank God, only a little came out, and I caught it by squeezing perineum, and I didn't let go, holding on to dear life. I felt it travel up to my heart. That was the first time I fully redirected the energy in a wet dream. Amazing.